everyone. RBG, Kim, get here back with some more 100 line Last Defense Academy. In the previous video, we had another fight, right? Or was it? No, yeah, we had another fight. We actually beat the commander this time around. And yeah, it's pretty interesting. Hiroko basically said that she's now in command of the school here, which I mean, fair. And yeah, and we made it to 10 days at the academy here, which is great. And as a result of that, it actually unlocked a couple of rooms. It unlocked a leisure lounge and a rec room, where in the rec room we can make gifts for people. It's pretty interesting. I don't know, obviously there are some of them, and you get hints about who likes what when you I guess when you hang out with them. So let's see here. I already hung out with you once before. Let me check here. So she's the only one I hung out with multiple times, or no? Is there anyone that I've hung out with multiple times? Just her? But I thought we got hints every time we hung out with them. But either way, we're going to hang out with him today. It's for our afternoon, so we can't really do much else, so. You seem like you're in a good mood today. Did something happen? Huh. Okay, this is the exact same thing he said last time we hung out with him. So do they say the exact same things in the rooms that you hang out with them in? Everything came out so soft and smelled like sunlight. What if you this except about laundry? So I don't enjoy housework that much. Your experience unlocked the keyword #clean. Okay, well I guess since it was like the exact same, it's all fine. Keywords can be used to create new gifts. Try out different keywords to see what you can come up with. Okay. Wait, were those...
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay.
Were those keywords not available to me right away? And is it that I only got... I can now use the clean keyword? And he doesn't have one of the things that is a keyword clean?
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Good night. Oh yeah, and another thing that happened is Kiriko is basically saying like, hey, if you're not gonna fight, then you don't have any right to do any, like, you can't do anything in the school basically. So that's why all the non-combatants are in their rooms. Today went by in a flash. One thing concerns me though. I haven't seen anyone from the non-fighting group all day. I hope they're okay. I doubt Hiroko would stop with the cafeteria. Should have forbidden them from using others. She could have forbidden them from using other facilities as well. What's her next move going to be? Will all this really motivate them to get to the battlefield with the rest of us? There's not much I can do for now. Just have to see how it goes. I'm very curious about... I'm curious about a couple of things here. Like, is she just staying up at the in the cafeteria, not sleeping or whatever, because she thinks they could be going out at night to get food? But also, we have not come across any kind of deviating path yet. I would think at some point we would have been like, oh, here's a path, like choose to do this or that. Maybe that will come up here soon, but we still haven't gone to that. Still, so far, the only one we've gone is at the beginning of the game, where we choose to either fight the creatures against Karua or not. Nothing else to do, I go into bed, and within a few minutes I was fast asleep. Day 11. Bang, bong.
Up and out of troops, time to rise and shine!
Rise and shine!
Get ready for your 11th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy!
Vile and barbaric enemy! Time to get up. Just as I was hosting myself out of bed and getting to my feet, something interrupted the quiet morning atmosphere.
Huh?
Sounds like somebody's here, but it's quiet. Too quiet. Something doesn't feel right. Took a few hesitant steps forward to the door and then took a deep breath and opened it only to find... Tarumi, is something wrong? No! Oh, Takumi, you sweet summer child, you. You really haven't noticed? I'm exhausted. I can't take it anymore. So hey, you wanna come die with me? Huh? Once we're dead, the pain will be gone. We'll finally be at peace. Come on, it'll only hurt for a second.
Let's just die. Die, 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 die.
I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. Darumi's voice actress had a fucking blast voicing her, I can just tell. What? Hey, hold on a minute. Just kidding. Man, you should have seen your face. You've been Darumi'd, brah. How was it? I totally had you, didn't I? I thought a nice joke first thing would help cheer you up. That was hardly what I call a nice joke.
Hey!
What are you doing here anyway? I'm on a mission from our glorious leader. She told me to get all the non-fighters together in the cafeteria. Really? Hiroku's laying them back in? Yeah, to be honest though, it's kind of a drag. Think you could help me out? Misery loves company, right? Didn't Confucius say that once? You got a weird way of asking for help. But I guess I can give you a hand. Gracias, muchacho. Now I won't have to go through with my contingency plan. Oh well, there's always next time. Tell Gaku and Tsubasa what's up, alright? Okay, thanks, bye. I love her poses too, like that. The pose where she's giving the guns like cha-cha. Like she's pointing the guns and she's kind of like bending her knees a little bit. It's cute. Darumi waved goodbye with a cheery smile, completely at odds with the creepy stuff she's been saying. I just have to tell Gengaku and Tsubasa to come to the cafeteria, right? That should be easy enough. Better get going. Is Tsubasa's room at the top or is hers on this row too? Alright, it's right here. This is Tsubasa's room. After checking the nameplate to make sure, I rang the bell by the side of the door. Do not beam on. After a little while, the door opened with a clatter. Takumi, what is it? I'm on messenger duty. Hiroku wants us all to meet in the cafeteria. All of us? Even the non-fighters? Yesterday she told us we weren't allowed to leave our rooms. Has she taken that back? Hiroku said that? She really has been cracking the whip. Who knows? Maybe she wants to apologize? I highly doubt that. She has been pretty harsh on you guys lately. Come on, you don't believe that. This Hiroku we're talking about? Yeah, I know. Just so you know, no matter what she does to us, I'm not joining the fight. I can't. If I wanted to, I couldn't. That kind of stuff just isn't possible for me. Still looking like she might burst into tears at any moment, Tsubasa slunk off to the direction of the cafeteria. This is Gaku's room. After checking the nameplate to make sure, I rang the bell by the side of the door. For a little while, the door slowly opened. Oh, it's just you. What do you want? Hiroku said she wants everyone to meet up in the cafeteria. For real? Us too? What she wants this time? Just know it's nothing good. That girl's got it in for me. It's not just her either. But all of you think us non-fighters are nothing but dead weight. No, not really. I said this before, but you guys are the weird ones, you know that? Regular people don't just go from living normal lives to fighting monsters without a second thought. I get what you mean, but fine. Roku wants us in the cafeteria. I'll go. If I don't, I'll only get worse for me, right? Man, oh man. What rotten luck. With several dramatic groans, Gaku slunk off in the direction of the cafeteria. Where the weird ones for fighting? Don't go thinking I don't know that. I'm not doing this because I enjoy it. Alright, I've done what Darumi asked me to. I should head to the cafeteria with the rest of them. Why is Hiroko getting us all together, though? I can't imagine I'm going to like what happens next. Probably not. Right, I always forget I have to hold the button. Alright, everyone's here. Guess now we'll find out what the emergency meeting is all about. What's Hiroko up to this time? Hey, can we have something to eat before we start? I'm so hungry I'll get stomach cramps. Of course, I wouldn't want you to think I'm totally heartless. Here's some disposable chopsticks I found in the trash. Feel free to grill them or have them raw if you prefer. You are totally heartless! Hiroko, please, give him some real food. Can't bear to see them like this. Very well. Help yourself to dry bread. 1 per person. Just 1 slice each. We may have surplus food supplies in the refrigerator, but that doesn't mean they're unlimited. We need to reuse our resources wisely. Wasting them on freeloaders would be the same as throwing them away. Freeloaders? Come on. That's fair. I've always been a useless freeloader. Even the air I breathe could probably be used more productively somewhere else. Let's move on. You're probably wondering why I summoned you here today. Yes, we are. Are they all gonna be like that? What is this all about? Not that I really care. Either way, won't affect me or my dear sister. God, I really hate him. She's really acting like she owns the place now. Guess it can't hurt to hear her out, though. Our cast of characters is a little too big, don't you think? Maybe we should make some cuts. Let's hear what Hiroko has to say. So why did you ask us to come here? Gaku, Tsubasa, Ima, Kako, and Shoma, Fires as we've been calling you, I've decided you are going to leave this school. Huh? What do you mean leave? You're kicking us out? Kicking you out? What a delightful turn of phrase. Yes, I'm kicking you out. And if you won't leave of your own accord, I will make you. That's all I have to say. Why don't you get going and save us all a lot of trouble? What? Right now? Hiroko, have you lost your mind? Why would you do that to our friends? Why do you think? We've been brought here for one purpose and one purpose only. To fight. Anyone who can't or won't do that has no place here. So why not get rid of them? If the invaders get distracted by hunting them down in the ruins outside, at least they'll be serving a purpose. Yes, she is going to fucking extremes here, but I see her point. It's straight up like, oh, why are only 5 of us risking our lives and the rest of you just sitting and reap the benefits? What, as decoys? Try to stay alive as long as you can. The less time the invaders spend on the schools, the better. You can't just use us like that! You should be grateful. I'm giving you a chance to make yourselves useful. Even though I doubt I make much difference, I'll just get stepped on like the cockroach I am, and that'll be the end of it. Roku, are you for real right now? Can't go through with this. It's going too far. Don't waste my time with meaningless objections. I'm leading this school now, and what I say goes. Don't think, don't argue, just obey my orders. But it's so extreme. Can't you go a little easier on us? You really don't understand the position you're in, do you? Let me ask you a question. Why should we be expected to fight to protect you when you do nothing in return? It's right there! Well, you see, now no excuses. Pack up whatever personal belongings you have and leave. Seriously? Right now? it's such a simple task is beyond you. I don't mind helping you along. I'll make you leave by force if necessary. Wait, Hiroku, please. This is all too sudden. Can you give them some more time? Time for what? Well, if you spring this on them out of the blue, the lesson won't really sink in, you know. All right, you've got 5 days. Huh? 5 days. You got until day 16 to make your choice. Fight alongside us or leave forever. Just 5 days? If you do decide to fight, I'll give you a little test on that day instead. I won't want you telling me what I want to hear and going back on it later. Well, what kind of test? You'll find out when the time comes. I think that covers everything. As for the rest of you, remember to stay on guard in case there's an attack today. With her customary burlesque attitude, Hiroku said all she had to say and left without another word. This is just too cruel. We're supposed to be comrades, friends. Friends? Yeah, right. Bet you can't wait to get rid of us. That's not true. If we all work together, I'm sure we can get Hiroku to change her mind. Come on, man. You really think she's gonna back down now? We still have to try. Just let it go, okay? If we're getting kicked out, we're getting kicked out. Nothing can be done. Nothing we can do about it. Makes no difference if it's now or in 5 days. It's still better than being forced to fight. You sure about that? I mean, once you're outside school grounds. I know! Sheesh! It's bad enough that we're gonna die out there. I don't need you reminding me. Whatever, I'm done. This school, this war, this whole saving humanity thing, it could go to hell for all I care. My whole life's just been one long string of rotten luck. Why does bad stuff always happen to me? I'd better end up as a billionaire or something in my next life. After everything I've been through, I deserve to catch a break. Still raving to himself, Gaku stomped away, just as unwilling to hear us out as Hiroku has been. He sure is freaking out, huh? I think I know how he feels, now that I'm putting Gaku in the same category as a sniveling worm like me. But I get what it's like to be so totally unsuited for combat that you can't even imagine having to fight for your own survival. Even our peaceful modern-day society was too competitive for me. How am I supposed to cope in the front lines of an actual war? I feel like I change his voice every single time. Don't talk like that. You can't just give up. I wouldn't call it giving up. I'm just recognizing my limits. Too useless to live, too cowardly to die. It's a miracle I even made it this far in life. Not so much a miracle as an unfortunate oversight. This is simply nature's way of correcting it. Shoma gave a formal bow and left, making as little noise as possible. Shoma. I get where Hiroku's coming from, you know? It's not fair for us to hang back and let you do all the fighting. But doing anything else is really out of the question for me. Seriously, it's just not going to happen. Tsubasa. I think I must have been sent here by mistake or something. It was probably only a matter of time before I got kicked out of it anyway. That's the same as saying you don't care if you die out there, you know that? Yeah, but at least then it'll all be over. Then I won't have to deal with these confusing feelings anymore. I could see the tears welling up in Tsubasa's eyes. Before I could say anything to comfort her, she was gone too. We sure do have a lot of Davidanas here, don't we? Given the circumstances, I guess that's only natural. You used to be one of us, Mr. Atsuki. Why'd you have to betray us and join the battle freaks? I don't think I betrayed you exactly. What should we do, brother dearest? Don't worry about a thing, sister dearest. I have a foolproof plan. You do? Yes, but I'm afraid I can't say any more than that. The element of surprise is a big part of it. Is he gonna try to fight her? Fine, keep your secrets. Fine, keep your secrets. You know there's still time to change your mind, right? I don't think so. If we do get thrown out of here, that hellish wasteland will be a paradise as long as I'm with my dear sister. As such, there's nothing more to discuss. We'll be going back to our rooms now. Be sure to fight with all your might to protect us from the invaders. It also feels like one of the things mentioned with Tako or whatever, Kako, the girl of the twins there, mentioned like she wants to do stuff, but her brother's like so pushy and kind of like forcing her and shit like that. It's like, okay, come on. Again, I feel like at some moment she's the one that will snap at him and be like, no, I'm fighting. I don't give a fuck what you say. If you're not going to help, then stay away or whatever. And that will help him, you know, get his fighting spirit, even though I really do not give a fuck about him. The Tsukumo twins left the cafeteria arm in arm, each wearing a different expression, like a pair of sock and bunskin mask. Buskin? Damn, and a single one of them wanted to fight. Not even to save their own skins.
Hey!
I don't think Hiroko was bluffing either. If they don't come around, she really will force them to leave. We've got 5 days. Is there anything we can do? She gave us that extension pretty easily, don't you think? Now that you mention it, Takumi barely had to say anything to get her to go along with it. Maybe she's expecting us to plead on their behalf. This could be another part of her plan. I think Hiroko wants us to use these 5 days to convince the others to join the fight. So that's why she's agreed to it right after I stepped in. She was planning to give us that time all along? And pretty much. I mean, you kind of have to... She's definitely the kind of character that thinks like 5 steps ahead of everyone. She's like, all right, this is my plan. If nothing happens, fine. If this thing happens, I'll do this thing. If some other thing that could possibly happen happens, this will happen. So yeah. We're all just dancing to her tune, huh? Man, that pisses me off. I don't like it either, but if we want to save everyone, this is the only way. Okay, but how's that gonna work exactly? None of them seemed like they were gonna budge on this. Yeah, I wonder why they're so dead set against fighting. I can only imagine it must be for personal reasons. In that case, we'll need to get them to share what those are before we can even begin to convince them. But how? Don't seem like they're willing to spill the beans. Right. We need to get them to open up to us first. I have an idea. Why don't we sneak them some food? Food? Yeah, I'm sure they're all starving. We can fill their bellies. There's a chance we can get them to open up to us a little. So hold on, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 of us. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 of them. It's basically going to be, I'm sure they'll be like, hey, you go talk to this person, you go talk to this person, you go talk to this person. And one of them has to talk to both of the twins at the same time, more than likely. God, I hope that's not me. Tempt them with some bait, huh? Sounds like a plan. At least it's simple. So we can gain their trust with food and then try to convince them to fight. Sounds like a major hassle. Alright, who do we get to do this? In response, all eyes in the room turn towards me. Oh, great. So we're not doing one-on-ones. It's literally me talking to all of them. I should have seen this coming. Alright, I'll do it. Sorry, but you heard Ima. They already consider me a traitor. I probably won't get anywhere with them. All this subtlety and blending crap ain't really my thing. And you just know Darumi to only make it worse. I mean, I guess that's true. Yay! I didn't even have to come up with my own excuse! We'll still help you any way we can, of course. Yeah, you can count on us. Not like we got anything better to do. Heck, if it only reserve your social link. Heck, it only reverse your social link with us if you try to do it all yourself at this point. Hell yeah, hell yeah, girl, she gets me. Tarumi's the fucking best. I say that every single part and it's always fucking true. Thanks, guys. We've got 5 days. Let's make the most of them. So it's up to me to convince the non-fighters to start fighting. I'll work something out. I have to keep believing that. To take a moment to outline our goals going forward, Aito, Takumi, Darumi, and I went back to our rooms. 5 days. Just 5 days to turn everything around. Turn it all around. Turn it upside down. Convincing the whole group right away is probably too much on task for. Should pick 1 or 2 of them to focus on. Tsubasa, Shomo, Gaku, Kako, and Ima. Those are the 5 I'm trying to persuade. Right off the bat, I definitely want to convince the 2 girls because they've done nothing wrong. Fuck Ima. I do not want to talk to him. Gaku, I don't really... Gaku is still kind of... Like, he's Goku and Shoma are on the fence with me. Gaku is definitely leaning towards more the same side as Ima, and Shoma's still just in the middle. It's just the whole self-deprecating stuff that he's does. Well, Tsubasa seems the easiest to persuade. Okay, he's kind of coming up on his own. She doesn't seem as stubborn as the others. If you can give her an impassionate plea, she might come around. Okay, first I'm going to try to convince Tsubasa. With that decided, I should head over to her room. I'm sure she's hungry. Bring her some food. I bet she'll at least hear me out. So... Oh, do I not have to go to the cafeteria first? Maybe not. Ran the doorbell of Tsubasa's room. After a short while, the door slowly opened. What is it, Takumi? Is it Haruka again? Don't mind, I just want to be left alone. Actually, I came here on my own. Here, I brought you something. I figured you'd be hungry. Are those sandwiches for me? Yeah, I thought we could sit and eat together. It's just that I don't want Hiroku to catch us, so would you mind letting me in? Of course! Come on in! Welcome to my room, you beautiful sandwiches! You too, Takumi. What am I, a consolation prize? Compared to someone who hasn't eaten in like 2 to 3 days, yes. Oh, wow. When the door closed, Tsubasa pounced on the sandwiches. That's what I've been missing. I've been craving moist bread since we got here. I never want to see dry bread ever again. It makes my mouth feel like sandpaper. She must have been starving. She scarfed down the sandwiches in less than a minute. Yeah, I'm stuffed. Thanks to Kimi, you're a lifesaver. I don't have to eat dry bread today. Have you been living on dry bread since Hiroku banned you from the cafeteria? Yeah, that bread's so dry. I had a nightmare last night where I was stranded in the desert. Hey, would it be too much to ask you to bring over some moist bread from time to time? No problem. I could try to sneak you some bread or rice balls. Really? But in exchange, would you open up to me? Huh? Open up to you about what? The reason why you won't fight. If you have some reason, I'd love for you to tell me. I should have expected this. Is this what you were after from the start? Sandwiches are to bribe me for information. Sorry, Tsubasa. I know I'm taking advantage of your desperation here. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Just want to understand where you're coming from. Okay, fine. In exchange, I'm gonna want some moist bread later. She let out a deep, resigned sigh and began to share her inner thoughts. Look, I feel bad about it. I know it's unfair for me to stay where it's safe while you guys go out there and fight. But fighting's difficult for me. It's a physical thing. What do you mean? Tsubasa? I can't keep it down. Keep it down? Bro! She literally talked about this during our introductions. She gets sick when she thinks about fighting, so she throws up. When I get nervous, it comes out and just a little bit.
Hey!
When what comes out? I don't understand what you... Puke! I puke, okay? Huh? That's just how I'm built. When I get nervous, I hurl. Come to think of it, Tsubasa is always erecting. Oh, I think her voice actress had fun doing that too. That's why if I ever fight the invaders, I turn the battlefield into a sea of vomit. That's her special. Her special is just going bleh. Go all monodam on us with the rainbow puke. You really want to get showered by my puke? Would you even be able to fight under those conditions? What if my puke gets into your eyes? Are you gonna like look at us and projectile vomit? How the fuck would it get into our eyes? Could you take medicine or something? It's a physical thing, and medicine doesn't help the issue. I've tried all sorts of things since I was little, but none of them work. When I get worked up, it comes out. Even now, just picture myself fighting the invaders. Are you okay? Oh God, no! No, I can't keep it! Tsubasa vomited all over the floor. She immediately pushed me out of her room, tears welling in her eyes. Yeah. That's a tough thing to live with. She vomits whenever she's nervous. She's right that she won't be able to fight if she's constantly puking. Can't blame her for refusing. There's a chance she'll fight if she can overcome this issue. Doesn't seem like she was unwilling to fight. Well, I can find a way to suppress her nausea. How though? Puking is... Puking? Aito, how long have you been there? I just came to see if I could help with anything. So what is this about puking? I hate to air out someone's personal health struggles, but this doesn't seem like something I can solve on my own. Maybe I can ask him for advice. Alright, just keep this between us, but... I proceed to tell Aito about Tsubasa's tendency to puke. I see. So that's what she's been dealing with. That sounds tough. Yeah, I want to help her, but I don't know how. She hasn't found a successful remedy on her own, right? In that case, maybe it's better we just assume she's going to vomit and plan around that instead. What do you mean? Like have her bring a high-quality sick bag or something. Sick bag? Like the bags they have on buses? I suppose if she used the bag when she had to, she wouldn't have to worry about getting puke everywhere. Do you even think... But do they even have sick bags here? High-quality ones at that? What about using the gift-o-matic in the rec room? The gift-o-matic? Yeah, if they don't have them here, we can just make them. Seems like it's able to make most things. It's worth looking into. Head over to the rec room together to check the gift-o-matic. Have all these people, who's going to be the toughest one to convince? Probably Gaku, if I'm being completely honest. A fashionable sick pouch. Looks like a fashionable pouch at first glance, but it contains an odor and liquid-proof barf bag. It can be fully washed and max cleanliness. It costs nothing! A fashionable sick pouch. This looks perfect. Tsubasa's sure to open up if we give this to her as a present. Materials will need our string, a plastic bag, and a fashionable pouch. String plastic bags seem easy enough to find, but fashionable pouch may prove tricky. If anyone's likely to have a pouch, it'll be a girl. Maybe I can negotiate a trade of some sort. I'll look for a fashionable pouch if you can handle the string and plastic bag. And so Aito and I split to gather the materials we need to make the sick bag. I highly doubt it'll be Hiroko. Where to start? I guess I'll ask everyone. Preparing for persuasion missions. Give Tsubasa a heartfelt gift to persuade her. Talk to the other characters to gather information about what you should get her. You might also need to go exploring to get the materials you need to make the gift. Give everything you have to persuade Tsubasa. I could definitely see this being a thing about, Oh, I can't even talk to the people who aren't in their rooms. I'll ask Darumi. I don't think she'll have anything, but yeah, I don't know. She could be very surprising. Darumi, do you have a fashionable pouch? If you do, could I have it? I don't use them. I just dump all my makeup in my bag. I even throw my mirror in there, raw dog. So I always end up cutting my fingers on the cracked surface. Right. You should be careful. I always imagined that old girls carried around pouches and accessory bags, but I guess that's not the case. I mean, I might not have one, but I've got some ideas where you might find a pouch. Really? Back around when we found Aito, I found what looked like a dilapidated cosmetics shop. I memorized where it was, so I could go maybe pick up something from there later. Can you tell me where it is? I got the general incarnations of the cosmetic shop from Darumi. If I can't find a pouch somewhere inside school, I'll go check this place out later. Interesting. Yeah, this is what I mean about, like, okay, so we'll have stuff like that. Huh. And that will take the whole day, though. So that's kind of like the thing. So I can definitely see how something like this could be like, oh, if I take too long to convince only one person of the 5 days or they have, that could definitely result in things going a different direction. I think I'm down this hallway. I don't know, it's so hard to tell. Nope, I was on the complete opposite side. Do. How's it going, Takumi? Are you getting anywhere with them? I'm still working on it. I talked to Tsubasa, but it's a little complicated. I have a feeling that she'll choose to fight with us. Yeah, bike lovers ain't no cowards. Bike lovers? Does Tsubasa like bikes? I mean, all vehicles, really. She's a huge mech geek. She really knows her shit. Never met a girl who knew more about bikes than me. Not much, huh? Apparently her grandpa runs a workshop. She went out there every day where she learned how to be a mechanic. You know, I vaguely recall her saying something like that before. Yeah.
I wonder if the workshop's still standing after all that.
Her voice is
Workshop.
Her voice is similar to, at least similar-ish. I feel like I've been saying that to about every single character. But it is, again, I really hope they have the English voice actors in the credits for this game. Because, yeah.
Oh, it's just a little garage I run with my grandpa. We mostly just tune up cars, but we do other stuff too.
I would not be surprised if she was a voice in a game that I played recently. Because it does sound familiar.
I've always liked tinkering with machines, so I've been watching my grandpa work ever since I was little.
Her grandpa's workshop, huh? Should file this information away. Might help me convince her. Oh, wait, Takumaru. You know where I can find a fashionable pouch? What? Yeah, I knew it was a long shot. Was there anyone else up here? I don't think so. No. So I need to go down. So I need to go the other way, I believe. So I need to go this way, right? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. They both lead to the... Okay, I'm gonna see if I can figure out where I'm at. I'm on the I'm on the west side, eh? Okay. So I go this way, and there's the cafeteria. I mean, yeah, I know I could just fast travel, but still. Look, Takumi. I found a plastic bag. Nice one, Aito. One item down. Let's keep this up. Where should I look next? Any ideas? You seem pretty upbeat. I don't know. Just having fun. Feels like a treasure hunt. I spent a lot of time in the hospital, so I never get to hang out with friends like this. I mean, we're not exactly playing around here, but whatever. You did find one of the items after all. Tweedledee, Tweedledum, and okay, girl.
Huh.
A fashionable pouch? I don't have anything like that. I've never even used one before. Not even once? We don't even carry around bags or wallets. We would only be targeted by robbers if we did. We tie all our valuables to our bodies so they're secure. That's just being street smart. Or fucking dumb.
Oh.
Yes, we literally keep things on our person. Reminds me of the nights we spent sleeping on the streets. Me snuggling against my sister dears. I am done with this guy. I am McDone with this guy. We were pressed up very close. Jesus Christ. What kind of horrible struggles did these guys go through? Or are they just fucking lying? If you have a piece of... You can have a piece of string. I recommend you tie your valuables to your thigh. Thanks, I'll do that. Well, I didn't find a pouch. I managed to get some string. That's progress, at least. Well, we got string in a plastic bag, but we came up short on the fashionable pouch. Yeah, but I got a lead on where we might be able to find one. According to what Darumi told me, there's a cosmetic shop where we found Aito outside the school. We'll go check it out tomorrow. This still seems very linear, though. Like, it's still so weird how it's like we haven't really come across a... Ready to go hunt for that fashionable pouch, Takumi? It's still... Again, we haven't really come across anything that's like, oh, hey, here's a divergent path. Like, this still feels very linear in a way. Maybe Kadaka just fucking trolled us and is like, oh yeah, there's 100 endings when there's not. Treasure chest spaces will now appear during explorations. Land on one will grant you a key item needed to unlock a gift. By taking key items from treasure chests, you'll be able to make new gifts with the gift-o-matic. Many characters prefer items can be made with from key items, so try to land on treasure chest spaces whenever you can. Okay, let's head for the cosmetic shop. It's somewhere around the spot where we found you. Then that should be in that direction. Can I just start over there? I mean, there's a treasure chest right there, but... Start search. Okay, hold on. Is there any other kind of treasure prop? Okay, well, damn, there's one all the way down there. There's one right there, too. There's one there. But we don't have a level 4. I'm curious, do I need to beat, like, a level 1 fire and then it goes up to a level 2? And so on and so forth. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of them. Maybe I should just head to the way that we need to be going, though. Find a neglected bronze statue. We're gonna polish it because that gives us a beautiful gem.
I'll take this one.
Okay, it seems like that no matter what we do, the stuff on here will always be the same situation. So if I go 3 again, that's 1, 2, 3. If I do 1, let's just go 3. Find a remote control on the ground. What could be used for? Shake it. Vroom, vroom, pop, a battery flow out. All right.
Yes!
We'll go with 1. We're suddenly caught in a violent squall. Take shelter.
I'll take this with me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. You find a first aid kit. The box is old and beaten up. The gods and other supplies still usable though. Take them as materials. None of us are hurt, so I would assume that if I said use it to patch up, that probably would work. A stone sleeve has been erected in the roadside. Strange letters are carved in the surface. Try to decipher the letters. Offer a prayer. You offered a prayer to settle, and a red crystal fell from the sky. A large red crystal.
Yes!
Where can I see my creativity? I don't know where that's at. 1, 2, 3, 4.
This looks quite rare.
Oh, shit. Oh, I just get... Oh, okay. Oh, but I stop... Oh, so it's basically like similar to the the checkpoints. It reminds me about the checkpoints. Because when you land on them, I believe you just stop right away too. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Okay, we're gonna use the 2. Find old vending machine. There might be some product inside. Check the return slot. Oh, bronze token. Okay.
I'll take this with me.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's right where we need to be. We got a fashionable pouch. Look, Takumi. Got a fashionable pouch. Now we have all the materials we need. Let's get back to the rec room and make that gift for Tsubasa. Torn dress. I don't know what you need that for. I didn't even like. Oh, this is crafted. Crafting complete. Yes, we made a fashionable sick pouch. We did, Takumi. I'm sure Tsubasa will feel relieved when we give this to her. Yeah, it'll eliminate her issue with fighting with us. Of course, just because we eliminate her reason for not fighting doesn't necessarily mean she'll join us. If it comes to it, you're going to have to remind Tsubasa of her reason for fighting. Yeah. What's that? The important people we left behind at the Tokyo Residential Complex. The things people need to protect. I'm sure if you remind her of that, she'll get on board. The important people we left back in the Tokyo Residential Complex. So someone like what Karuwa is to me. Not only do we eliminate her reason for not fighting, we need to remind her that she has a reason to fight too. Seems pretty challenging. I guess there's no point being negative. I'll go swing by our place then. Should bring more moist. Oh. Should bring more moist bread. Takumi, why'd you come back? Look, I'm sorry, but could you give up on trying to get me to fight? You saw it for yourself. I puked all over the place. Having a pukey girl like me on the battlefield is only going to cause everyone trouble. This is such a weird thing, but it's fine. Wait, you're giving this to me? Wow, it's such a cute pouch. Why are you giving me this? Wait, are you trying to bribe me again? You don't need to be so alarmed. I just want to talk to you for a bit. Could you tell me again why you're so adamant about not fighting? Persuasion mission. Say the right things to Tsubasa as she shares her worries and convince her to fight. You can choose what you want to say by pressing L twice. The number of opportunities may increase as the conversation progresses. If you choose the right response, the persuasion rate will increase, bringing the gauge to 1% to successfully persuade her. Even if you fail, you'll be able to try again from the last failure point. So don't worry and try your best to persuade Tsubasa. Okay. No, I do 100% believe that there is a 100 endings. I don't think Kodaka or Uchikoshi lied about that. I already told you why I can't fight.
It's because it comes out when I get nervous. I start puking like a fountain in a fancy park. I know I'm going to puke if I ever fight against those invaders. And it's gonna get everywhere. I mean, I don't mind if I puke on myself, but I know you guys would get caught in the crossfire. Puke flies farther than you think. Plus, it smells and...
Perfect!
Just use that sick bag.
Just use that sick bag.
Huh?
Oh, I thought I should have been paying attention. I was not paying attention. What did I miss? What? This is a sick bag? It's a fashionable sick pouch. I know it just looks like a regular accessory pouch. I've never seen a sick bag that looked this cute. I wouldn't even be embarrassed to carry this around in public. You're gonna spew into this. That way you won't cause trouble for anyone else. You can puke whenever you need to.
You don't need to be afraid anymore.
So how about Tsubasa? Will you fight alongside us now?
Oh.
Tsubasa? I'm sorry, Takumi. I know you went through all this trouble and everything, but I really don't think I can fight. Why not? Your puking issue has been resolved now. I can't just puke in front of everyone like it's nothing. I'm sure everyone would make fun of me. Of course. What Tsubasa can't handle isn't the puking itself, but everyone would see her do it. I know that now's not the time to be embarrassed, and there is a part of me that wants to get out there and fight with you.
But I can't handle getting teased for my puking anymore.
Her voice is trembling. She must have suffered a lot because of her nervous stomach. I'm here if you want to talk about it. She must have been through a lot because of her ailment. How am I telling you? That's kind of a bummer. You need to eliminate Tsubasa's hands-up with her vomiting and get her to join the fight. Got to try this again!
You want to know my nickname in grade school? It was Pukette. All the
Pukette.
bullies in my class made
That's
fun
a
of
cool
me for my
nickname.
puking.
Here's our non-stop
Do you
debate,
know
by the
how
way.
much of an impact puking can have on your life? I lost friends every time I puked in public. Like how someone who I thought was a friend would one day start calling me Pukette. Or how the boys would loudly exclaim how the class smelled like puke. It was hard each time I lost a friend, and it made me sad. I'd cry in secret and puke some more. That's why I decided before I went to middle school to avoid any situation that made me nervous. To live an easy life free of any puke. That's why I can't fight. Because if I fought, I would definitely puke. I think that if I puked in front of everyone here, the same thing would happen again. They would be repulsed and give me a mean nickname. I'd rather die somewhere on the streets than be ostracized and called Pukette again.
Oh, okay. I just give up trying to get me to fight. I'm way more scared of getting teased than fighting invaders. Basa's terrified of being teased and ostracized by the others. Don't eliminate a worry for her. She'll never agree to fight with us. I have to get her to understand that I'll never abandon her. I figure it was that last one about the whole...
Name in grade school?
Can I like fast
It
forward
was
this?
Pukette.
No, I cannot.
All the bullies in my class.
I
made
believe
fun
I
of me
have
for
to
my
say that I'll
puking.
puke with you one.
Do you know how
Because I
much
feel
of
like
an
I could
impact
say
puking
the
can have on your
we
life?
won't make fun of you, but
I
like,
lost friends
you know,
every
Ima's a
time
piece of
I
shit
puked
and
in
Gaku,
public.
who knows about
Like,
him?
How someone who I thought was a friend would one day start calling me Pukette. Or how the boys would loudly exclaim how the class smelled like puke. It was hard each
I wonder if
time
it'll
I
always be
lost
one
a
of those things
friend,
where it is
and
going to always be the
it
last
made me
one,
sad.
or...
I'd cry in secret and puke some more. That's why I decided before I went to middle school to avoid any situation that made me nervous. To live an easy life free of any puke. That's why I can't fight. Because if I fought, I would definitely puke. I think that if I puked in front of everyone...
Perfect!
I'll puke with you.
What are you talking about? If you puked on your own, you'd stand out, so I'll puke with you. That way we'll both share half the attention. No way I'm letting anyone willing to fight for their loved ones get ostracized for puking.
They're gonna have to make fun of me too.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm being serious. I mean, I'll puke for you right here, right now if you want me to.
Yeah, I'll do it. Spasa stared at me as if she was trying to figure me out. I gave her as meaningful a look as I could in return. I won't let Tsubasa go through this alone. Because you are not alone. If she gets made fun of, then so will I. We continue to meet our gaze in silence. awkwardly as this background slowly kept consuming us. I had a feeling that if I looked away now, she'd close herself off again. 1 minute, then 2. I continued to gaze without even blinking. Bitch! And suddenly her expression relaxed as if I had gotten through to her.
I see. You're stupid, aren't you?
Eh. Puke with me? Are you crazy? How'd you get like this? Aww. I like her. She's so adorable. She's definitely the owie and God, I can't remember her name from 2. The buff chick, the Ultimate Gymnastics. She's definitely like those two in a way. It wasn't the reaction I was expecting, but I got her smile at least. I don't know how long it's been since I had a real heart-to-heart with someone. I try my best to hide my feelings from others because I'm afraid of puking. I would never imagine this. Tsubasa looks so cheerful and friendly, but underneath it all, she's actually very troubled. I'm sorry, Tsubasa. I'm sorry for asking you to fight when I didn't know everything you've been through. I had no idea how tough things have been for you. But as long as you're in this school, I'll never let you feel lonely. Wait, hold on. You saying you seeing me as some kind of charity case? Should I not be? Life hasn't been that hard for me. Granted, things didn't go well at school. I still had a place I felt like I could belong. A place where Tsubasa feels like she belongs. If memory serves. Apparently her grandpa runs a workshop. Yeah. She went out there every day where she learned how to be a mechanic. Do you mean your grandpa's workshop? How did you know that? Takamura told me. You went out there every day, he said. I mean, she also told us too, so... Yeah, tinkering machines is my grandpa's workshop was always the highlight of my day. So you don't need to worry about me that much. People can get by well enough as long as they have one place they can belong. Tsubasa's face lit up the moment she began talking about her grandpa's workshop. It must be the most important thing in the world to her. If it's anything like how Karu was to me, then... Do you mind sharing what it was like spending time at your grandpa's workshop? If grandpa's workshop is the thing that matters most to her, then maybe that can be a reason to fight.
Because of the way I am, I always try to keep my emotions in check. All I can think about is not.
If I'm being honest, I'm really not looking
puke.
forward to doing this with
But
Ima
I can
or
finally be
Gaku.
myself when I'm tinkering with machines in my grandpa's workshop. Machines are really fascinating and let me forget about the world. I'd get covered in oil every day, helping my grandpa with his work. Of course, I failed a lot too, but Grandpa would always cheer
That's
me
enough
up with his
reminiscing.
belly laughs. Fail as much as you want, Tsubasa.
Oh my
Star
god.
players make mistakes, but they make the big plays too.
Oh my god, I
No matter
love
how much
her.
I messed up, he'd never kick me out. Even when his granddaughter was a good-for-nothing puker, he'd always look after me.
Good, okay. Oh, there must have been
Your
one other
grandpa's
one.
really nice.
There must have been another one that popped up, but I don't know. It's hard to tell because you would, unless it's one that would pop up above, but
Yeah, my grandpa's the nicest grandpa in the world. He's a royal grease monkey who
oh, maybe
always
it's one of these things
protects
that's
his
a kind of a
His
stepping
workshop is
stone
his
one.
castle. My dream is to one day take over his workshop. I want to protect the place that's protected me all of my life.
All right,
I
you
just
know his
want to
workshop
work
might
on
get
machines in my
destroyed.
grandpa's workshop forever.
Oh no, okay. All right. Oh wow. Okay, so it's straight up. But I bet this dream will never come true. I have to get kicked out of the school where I'll die on the street anyway. What about final success so you're not kicked out? Fossil lowered her head and fell silent. She still needs one more push. Grandpa's workshop. Okay.
Because of the way I am, I always try to
I
keep
think
my
there's a way you can
emotions in check.
somewhat tell
All
when...
I can think about is not letting anything make me puke. But
I think there's a way you can somewhat
finally be
tell
myself when I'm tinkering with machines in my
when it's
grandpa's
about to be at the
workshop.
end. I'll
Machines
try to
are
see that
really
again at the
fascinating and let
second
me forget
part,
about the world.
not this part
I'd get
here.
covered in oil every day, helping my grandpa with his work. Of course, I failed a lot too, but Grandpa would always cheer me up with his belly laughs. Fail as much as you want, Tsubasa. Star players make mistakes, but they make the big plays too. No matter how much I messed up, he'd never kick me out.
Your grandpa's really nice.
Yeah, my grandpa's the nicest grandpa in the world. He's a royal grease monkey who always protects his granddaughter. His workshop is his castle. My dream is to one day take over his workshop. I want to protect the place that's protected me all of my life. I just want to work on machines in my grandpa's workshop forever.
You know, his workshop might get destroyed.
What? Why?
Ah,
Remember what Sirei said? If we don't fight, we can't protect what matters most to us. Their friends, families, everything you hold dear from your lives in the Tokyo residential complex. If we lose this war, all that will be forfeited. But wasn't he just lying?
ah.
As shady as Sirei may have been, I don't think everything he told us was a lie. The Tokyo residential complex was attacked by tons of invaders before we were brought here. Our loved ones being in immediate danger might well be true. So my grandpa's workshop is in danger too? It's entirely possible. No way. Need one more push. Basa was at a loss for words. Possibility that our loved ones could be attacked by the invaders terrified her. Took a step closer and stared right into her eyes.
If you want to protect your grandpa's workshop, then there's only one thing for you to do. Find the courage to fight the invaders.
But can a coward like me do that?
Don't worry. You don't have to do it alone.
You are not
We'll
alone.
protect what's important to you together. So just protect us in return. Come with us.
And protect what matters most to us
And
together!
protect what matters most to us together.
Oh shit, we broke her! Persuasion complete! I need to protect humanity, to protect my grandpa as a workshop. Can someone like me really do that? Of course you can. You don't have to do it alone. We can make it through this together. I'm not making any promises, and I'm going to need a little more time. But I won't run from the truth or write myself off anymore. I'll think about it, what it is I really want, and what I need to do to make it happen. Is that okay? Sure, that sounds great. Okay, and thanks, Takumi. Aw. Day 13. Yeah, I did what I could with Tsubasa. I'll try to work on the others now. There are 4 people left to convince. Ima, Kako, Shoma, and Gaku. Of the 4, Gaku seems most likely to hear me out. Doesn't seem like a bad guy. Maybe a little outlandish and noisy. I'm sure I can get him to on board. Okay, I'll talk to Gaku next. There's no time to waste. I grab the sandwich offerings and head off to Gaku's room. Oh my god. Why I won't fight? Because I'm scared, obviously. I have a feeling on the sandwiches I brought him, Gaku revealed the reason why he won't fight. I mean, how is that not scary? What the hell are those invader monsters anyway? They're like straight from a manga. There's no way I can face them. I'd rather get kicked out of the school than have to fight them. If you get kicked out, you're guaranteed to die. Isn't it better to fight and live longer then? I'm telling you, I can't. Can't help it, I'm scared. How can all of you be fine fighting those monsters? You're the ones who are crazy, not me. Must have a couple screws loose. It's not like we want to fight either. But we have no other choice if we want to protect what matters to us the most. Don't defend school. Everyone in the Tokyo residential complex is in danger. I mean, don't you have any people you care about? If you don't fight the invaders here, they might be killed. People I care about? I don't have anyone like that. What? But your family. I don't have a family. I'm an orphan who was abandoned as a baby. I worked and survived at the poor group home that took me in. Well, there you go, the other orphans. Found myself falling silent. I had no idea Gaku had such a past. I see. Sorry you didn't know. Whatever. I don't really care. Besides, being an orphan isn't all bad. Because all I gotta do is look out for myself. I don't give a crap about the Tokyo residential complex. But are you sure? If the Tokyo residential complex goes down, everyone dies. You may not have any family. Surely you have people you don't want to see die. I told you I don't! I struggle enough looking after myself! It's been like this my whole life. I'm only looking out for number one. Okay, we're done here. Go home. Wait, hold on, just hear me out. I told you I won't fight. If you want me to risk my life so much, then bring me money. Money's the only thing I'll risk my life for. Bring me a fat stack of bills, then we'll talk. Money? Judge me all you want. I don't care what people say. It's how I live my life. If you're not gonna pay me, then get the heck out of here. Shoo! Shoo! Whack. Gaku pushed me right out of his room. His messy fucking room. Like, damn, bitch, you live like this? Well, that didn't work. Seems like the only way to hear me out is by actually bringing money. Nobody has money here. Basically brought here with just the clothes on our backs, and yet somehow we're able to wash all, and yet we're somehow to do laundry with these clothes. I don't know. If I can't pay him money, maybe I can give him some sort of gift instead. I have to bribe him with something else. In any case, I need to get him to open up to me. Let me try making a gift for Gaku using the gift-o-matic in the rec room. We'll get him to open up to me. What's something he wants? Something with monetary value? No point trying to think of something of my own. I'll go ask the others to see if they have any ideas. I can even talk to Hiraka? Fuck if I know. She's in the war room. So wait, I'm at the classroom. I should be going this way. Wait, yeah, it seems like there should only be one set of stairs that go up from here, and it's hard to tell which one it is, but it's the east side. Hiroko. I peeked into the war room and saw Hiroko typing something on the computer with a serious look on her face. What are you doing, Hiroko? I'm looking over footage of past battles and making a record. A record? A record of how many invaders and which commanders we took out. Basically, I'm creating objective data detailing how much we've contributed to the war. She's been doing administrative work. She might be hard to get along with, but she's certainly brilliant and capable. Isn't that a lot of work? Obviously. Think I want to do this boring work? Well, I don't, but it's still important. You need to keep these kinds of records, or they might try to shortchange us when it comes to our reward when this war is over. Reward? Did I mention it? These invaders have a pretty nice bounty on their heads. That's what Sirei said, at least. If that's true, then we're not fighting for free? That's why I'm documenting all this for you. So that doesn't happen. So there are rewards for taking out the invaders. I might be able to use that information later when I'm trying to get Gaku on board. By the way, do you know if there's anything Gaku might want? Huh? Sorry, never mind. Well, there we go. You're like, hey, bitch, these things have bounty and you'll get a shit ton of money. Maybe. Do. Alright, where are we heading again? Let's go talk to you first. Something Gaku might want? What about some needles and thread?
Huh?
Needles and thread? Apparently Gaku's good at sewing, and he don't seem like no amateur. Once he looked at the embroidery on my jacket and it got all worked up. It was like, not bad embroidery, but I can do something like that easy. So Gaku can sew. Surprised that Gaku has such a domestic side to him. Where do you think he learned how to sew? Well, he's the oldest of a big family. After having to sew up the clothes his brothers ripped up and day in and day out, he just got good at it.
Huh?
Big family? That's not what he told me. He said he was an orphan. Apparently he's got over 20 siblings. Like, holy shit, right? But I guess every family's got their issues. Wait a second. Maybe those are the other foster kids living in the group home. Yeah, I was about to say. But if that's the case, turns out he's got a family after all. Should make a note of this. Gaku's got a family of foster siblings. It's so crazy how, like, I believe I want to go this way. How much information these guys get from the other characters. If I'm being kind of honest, it's like, oh, you got information about this character somehow. Like, I mean, I'll be honest. Takamaru, you know, he told us about Tsubasa's grandpa, but to be fair, Tsubasa told us about the workshop and her grandpa when we first talked to her. Like, he even, Takumi even brought it up, but he's like, oh yeah, I guess that's right. Present for Gaku. What about clothes? Clothes. I guess his outfits are always patched up. He doesn't have a lot of clothes or the money to buy more. I see. So he doesn't have the means. So I think he'd be very happy if you gave him clothes. But I can't just bring him any clothes. It'll have to be something like he likes. I'm going to get him clothes. I need to research his taste. Oh, I guess I didn't. I thought, Well, we got that old dress, although I don't think that'll be very helpful. Hey, Darumi. Look, Takumi. Look what I found. What's that? A surgical scalpel. She should not have any sharp objects. I was running around some ruins when I found an old hospital. I rummaged through the debris and excavated a whole surgery kit. I can't believe I found such a nice blade. It must be my lucky day. Just think how much easier I can do my cutting. I'm scared to look up her sleeves there. Darumi swung the scalpel around as she ran down the hall. She's acting like a psychotic slasher. Boy, do I have some information for you. Okay, I'm starting to get an idea of what present to get for Gaku. A present for Gaku? What about clothes? Gaku's always wearing patched up clothes, so a gift related to clothing might be good. Although giving him clothes isn't a good plan. I'm sure he has his own taste and style, and the chances of him liking whatever clothes I pick are low. But only Gaku's good at sewing. He doesn't seem like no amateur. According to Takamaru, Gaku can sew, and pretty well at that. What about giving him a sewing kit? He be able to make whatever clothes he wants and even keep wearing his current clothes by mending them whenever he needs to. Search the gift-o-matic for sewing-related gifts. After a few minutes of searching... Okay, I think I know what's going to happen here. So... This is the end of day... Is this day 13 here? Or is this day 14? No, it'd have to be 13, because they have until day 16, right? A sewing kit. This looks good. The materials I'll need are needles, threads, scissors, and cotton. It's a lot of materials. Gather them all is going to be a pain. I was running around some ruins when I found an old hospital. I rummaged through the debris and excavated a whole surgery kit. The place Darumi found was a surgical facility. They might have needles and thread for stitching. They also have some scissors, and if they are medical cotton pads, that might work in place of the cotton. Okay, I'll go exploring tomorrow. Okay, so this is night 13. So on the 14th, we'll get him. I'm going to assume the next character we're going to try to convince is going to be Samura. Because the twins, or at least Imura, or Imura, whatever his name is, has a plan. And that's going to happen. Whatever that's going to be is going to be interesting. We'll see. Now, Darumi, show me the abandoned hospital so I can gather the materials. Day 14. Ready to go find more scalpels for my cutting, Takumi?
Hey!
You mean looking for materials to make Gaku's present, Darumi? Yeah, this pose right here, I love this pose. I talked about this one earlier. Loved it. Fucking great. she's a gremlin and I fucking love her. Oh yeah, I can almost skip these, but to be fair, it's like not that long of a cutscene. Okay, take me to that hospital, Darumi. Yeah, okay, but don't get mad at me if I get lost. That's not so far. I wonder it would be better to start here, to go down here, probably. Okay, let me look at what I have here. I have a 3 and a 5. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. But if I do there, it's this 1, 2, 3. This 1, 2, 3. You know, we'll go this away. Find a magic circle in some ancient ruins. Get Gakko. Make an offering. Try to give an appropriate offering and a dazzling light shines, and you got the okay. I suppose let's go 5, just so I don't have to go do any fights. Oh, let's see here. So, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter which one I use first, but let's do this one. Insects are swarming. Examine the tree. You found sap that gives off a distinct smell. You chased away the insects to collect it, but you got stunned on the hand in doing so. Took some damage, but that's fine.
We did it.
Pup. Yeah, might as well. We'll do the one. Oh, I should have gone the other way. Press random buttons. Honestly, should have gone the other way, because that would have been 1. And then 1, 2, 3, I could have gotten that treasure chest. Ah, oh well. Oh, I'm not paying attention to where it goes where. Let's do 2. Pebble hits you. Where's it coming from? So it was an invader. You frantically chased after it, but it got away, and you just ended up wasting stamina. Got Eumic Stone.
This looks good.
Where does 3 take me? 3 takes me down there. Let's go get it, I suppose. Strange seeds are falling from the sky. Jump to catch them, pick them after they hit the ground. Catch them. Nice catch. That might be a used crystalline spinning seed.
This looks good.
6? I'm not gonna waste a 6 there. You activate a time bomb. Run as fast as you can. It's only backed by 1 space, so. Got needles, thread, scissors, and cotton. Alright, I've got all the materials. Okay, can we go home then? I'm getting bored. I just want to go back to my room and play depressing eroges. Oh, it takes me straight there. Oh. Ah, well. Yes, the sewing kit's done. Immediately head to go to Gaku's room with the newly made gift. Doesn't matter how many times you come over. I'm never going to fight those invaders. The only way to convince me is with a stack full of money. The heck is this? Sewing kit? Wait, you're giving this to me? Yeah, I figured you can use the sewing kit to make whatever clothes you wanted. Or you could just keep mending the clothes you already have. You're good at sewing, right? Alright, got me. This is pretty thoughtful. I had just noticed some holes in my clothes. Yes, this is a pretty good reaction. I can tell Gaku's expression is softening. Look, I feel bad saying this after you gave this to me and all, but I still can't fight with you. I'm seriously terrified of those invaders. As you can see, I'm not exactly the big macho Chad type. No, I'm not asking you to fight. Just in exchange for this gift. I want to get gifts so I can get a chance to talk to you some more. Gaku, would you mind telling me why you're so against fighting? Begin persuasion. Why won't I fight? Isn't it obvious?
Hey!
Because I'm freaking terrified.
I get dragged to this completely insane place, and then they tell me to go fight these monsters? Like, what am I supposed to do? What even are these invaders? They look like they came straight out of a manga. Yeah, no way. Doesn't matter how much you ask, I can't and I won't. I mean, you tell me. How can you guys even bring yourselves to fight them?
Make bank.
Gaku, if you fight, you can make money.
What? Make money? According to Hiroko, every invader you beg nets you a bounty reward. If you fight the invaders with us, you'll be able to make some serious cash. No freaking way. So you're saying this could be a way out of being broke? No, not just that. We actually have a chance of hitting it big and getting rich. God, you can fight with us. Let's get through this war and make a ton of cash. Extend my hand and urge them to participate in the coming battles, but Gaku wouldn't take my hand. Instead, he averted his gaze and bit his lip. What's the matter? You don't want money? Yeah, I do. Feel bad. You have any idea how long I've been broke? I'd gladly risk my life. No, 2 of my lives for a big payout. Then, if I decide to fight here and help you take out the invaders, then all those bastards in Tokyo Residential Complex will be safe too. Isn't that a good thing? No way. It's not fair. Not fair? I told you I'm an orphan, right? Grew up poor in a group home. You may not know this, but society pretty much treats you like dirt when you're a poor orphan. No matter how much I asked for help, those jerks in the complex never even gave me the time of day.
They didn't help me, so why should I help them? How is that fair?
Fair? That's not time to be thinking about fair. Shut up! You grew up in a happy family. I don't want to hear crap from you. Gaku started breathing heavily as he shut me down. His hatred towards society that abandoned him is Gaku's true reason for not fighting. He'll never agree to join us until that hatred is addressed.
Hey!
Gaku, if you want to talk about it, I'd love to know everything you've been through. So I'd ask Gaku about his past to see if I can find a way to change his mind.
You want to know how many jobs I was holding down back in the complex? 17. I was working 24/7, 365 days a year. I worked every day until I was about to collapse. And I don't have a single penny to my name. It all went to running the group home. I never got any time to myself. Isn't that messed up? So I asked adults for help, to show some love to our home, but we got nothing. Politicians ignored our request for assistance. I went to companies to ask for donations and got tea thrown in my face. There's no way I'm gonna help any of them. I wish they'd all die. I will never, ever, ever fight for any.
Oh no, I didn't. Haha. Save your
siblings.
My siblings? Takamaru told me. So okay. So it's oh god, this is gonna be rough. But I feel like it's always gonna be like the last one that shows up, you know? We'll see. I mean, granted, I feel like this is definitely gonna this is only like a one and done type thing. You know, to convince, you know, by one and done I mean it's like, oh, once we convince, you know, we already convinced Tsubasa, we're convincing Gaku, we'll convince Sumara. I don't know what we're going to do with the twins. I don't think we're going to do anything with the twins because it's going to be very, 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 very close for him or for them. So, because, yeah, is today the 4th? Yeah, it's day 14, isn't it? So I don't even know if we'll even have time to try to convince one of them. It'd have to be one of those things where it's like, well, I guess we'd have to go and try to gather the stuff right away. I don't know. We'll see. Takamaru told me. You're the oldest in the group home. You have a lot of foster siblings. The complex gets destroyed, they'll all die. You're finally in the invaders massacring your entire family? Gaku fell silent. He seemed rattled. While she seems to hate the complex at large, there's no way he just abandoned his family. He's bound to change his mind once he realizes his siblings are in danger. No, I'm still not fighting. What? Do you even care if your whole family gets killed? Not my family. It's not like we're blood related. They're just strangers who happen to live in the same group home as me. What's wrong with you? You may not be blood related, but you're still family. Not only are they not family, they're a huge burden. I'd have to suffer my entire life because of those stupid brats. Just thinking about it takes me off. They freaking used me. If it weren't for them, my life wouldn't be as miserable. Those brats can go die, 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 die. I might have said
the
one or
invaders
two,
kill
actually.
every single one of those brats.
But yeah, your theme went up. What's with this guy, really? He has anger towards the Tokyo residential complex. Why is his family as well? They went through the same hardships. He might be lying, but we'll see. Gaku, why are you so angry at your family? Do you mind telling me? You need to abate Gaku's anger and get him to fight. Decide to try again.
The reason I was holding down so many jobs at once was to earn enough money to feed my siblings. Every cent I earned disappeared into their stomachs. I'm the one working myself to the bone, but I couldn't even afford to buy a single shirt. And despite all that, they never even thanked me once. They just complained about how there was never enough food or snacks. They treated me like a slave. If anything broke, they figured I'd fix it. They ripped their shirt, Gaku will mend that too. I must have mended their clothes thousands of times. I'd stay up all night just to sew for them. They're little parasites that drained me of my time and money. If it weren't for them, I would have had free time and money for myself. I could have bought new clothes, eaten some good food, maybe even moved out on my own. Give me back my time and money! Damn it! Just die! Die, 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 you stupid brats!
Oh, never mind.
Enough already!
Until society gives me what I'm owed. I'm such a piece of trash because society sucks. It's society's fault, not mine. Yeah, that wasn't good. Like I say, Takumi gets like this. I need to do something again to express what he's really feeling. Retry persuasion.
The reason I was holding down so many jobs at once was to earn enough money to feed my siblings. Every cent I earned disappeared into their stomachs. I'm the one working myself to the bone, but I couldn't even afford to buy a single shirt. And despite all that, they never even thanked me once. They just complained about how there was never enough food or snacks. They treated me like a slave. If anything broke, they figured I'd fix it. They ripped their shirt, Gaku will mend that too. I must have mended their clothes thousands of times. I'd stay up all night just to sew for them. They're little parasites that drained me of my time and money. If it weren't for them, I would have had free time and money for myself. I could have bought new clothes, eaten some good food, maybe even moved out on my own. Give me back my time and money!
Give me back my time and money!
Die, 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 you stupid brats! Die, 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 die! The invaders can kill every last one of those brats. I wouldn't even shed a tear.
Ooh, okay. Oh, I guess I just have to listen to him. Interesting. Damn it, die! They can all die! They all deserve to die. They all should just die. Then why? Why isn't when I imagine them being killed?
I start crying!
Because you don't want them to die. Not really. What a freaking swerve. If you think about it, it'll be way better off without them. They don't add any benefit to my life. It's not about benefits. You should know that better than anyone. Trying to convince yourself that you should abandon them when you know you can't. Don't make yourself suffer. How about you give up and just accept it? Fight to save your siblings. To save the little brats ruining my life? Damn it, my life sucks! Was I a petty thief in my previous life?
Gaku, if you don't want to help the Tokyo residential complex, that's fine. I'm not doing this to save the world either. Honestly, as long as I can protect what matters most to me, that's all I care about.
Take a step closer to him, stared into his eyes.
You don't need to save the Tokyo residential complex. You don't even need to let go of your hate. Just fight to protect what matters most to you. Like me, for the ones waiting for you at the group home.
Just fight for your family!
Fight for your family.
Oh shit, he shattered. Persuasion complete! I never asked for all those brothers and sisters, you know. My own parents didn't want me, so who needs family? They just get in the way. Why should I have to keep busting my hump for them even now? It could be a million miles away for all I know. My whole life I had to sacrifice everything for their sakes. Talk about rotten luck. But still, I can't just abandon them. They're family. We might not be related by blood, but they're the only family I've got, you know. Of course, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be there for your family. Is it asking too much for you to fight for them too? Sorry, but can you give me some time alone? I need to think through all this. Sure, I understand. Thanks, man. You're a decent guy. I feel a little better about myself now. All right, Gaku, you're kind of back on the fence. I said he was leaning a little more towards the Ima guy on the fence, but he's kind of like he's on the fence, but he's kind of leaning towards a character that I don't mind. I kind of figured he was going to be a character like that, like he's going to be very sympathetic, but it's like the impression we learned from him at the first wasn't really all that helpful.
Get ready for your 50th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness.
I thought I said cure the uncurable. I'm like, what?
Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
The announcement played like usual. I got out of bed, feeling like it would be just another morning. But then... Who could that be? Ooh, okay. You know what? I think this is probably a good spot to end this thing. Actually, I'm actually curious about something when it comes to the report cards of the two characters that we just got. Okay, no, the gifts I gave them don't really add on here because it was kind of a story thing, so it kind of makes sense that way. All right, but anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this part of Let's Play the 100-line Last Defense. In the next part, guys, or Last Defense Academy, in the next part, guys, we see who answers the door, and we're probably going to see what's going to happen on day 16 and maybe the day after. It doesn't take too long about everything that's going to go on here. I'm very curious, again, to see what's going to happen. Especially with Ima, whatever his name is. I honestly don't care. I don't care. There's nothing about him that's redeemable to me right now. Like, if anything, he's like, okay, instead of being fucking 10 feet under, you can be 9 feet under. Whenever we talk to him, if we talk to him about, his reason for not fighting. Even though it seems clear that it's like, oh, I don't want to fight because I don't want to do anything that would harm my sister dearest, even though he's fucking annoying. We'll see, though. We'll see. But yeah, guys. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you like the video, please give that like button a click. And comment down below, check about the video, didn't like about the video, and let me know, guys, what did you think of the persuasion situation thing that we had? It was very interesting, if I say so. It kind of reminds me a bit of, God, it reminds me of something in Danganronpa. But I can't really put my finger on it right now. It somewhat reminds me in a way of the Ultimate Showdown thing, kind of like the last thing you do in most of the trials. It's where you face off against the black, and you have to do like the rhythm battle thing. But instead of it being a rhythm battle, it's more so, just listen and pick the right one type thing. So that's kind of what it is. So it's somewhat like a non-stop debate as well in a way, except you don't have to shoot a specific argument. You just have to, as soon as you see your thing come up. So I can see that in a way, thing like that. So yeah, guys, let me know how you felt about all that stuff. And as always, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat. And subscribe to my main channel too. That's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both my main Twitter, the RBG Kim Kid Twitter, are in there too. So thank you all so much for watching once again. And I'll see you all next time.